Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. Ready? Ram. Shit.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
54. Watch twist.
Now Wentz. And this is Parker, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz throwing middle, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Solid.
And they will run it with Michel. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
To throw his car. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Down. You ready? Let's go, D.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go. Waiting.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got
on 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Go. 180.
54, Mike.
Let's go, Teddy. Stand.
Watch out.
On the ground, Michelle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Wentz. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds Taylor, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Complete to Taylor. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
8 read. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Undercrush. Mike's 59.
Back to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the screen.
Wentz going to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Great.
Pick up the ball.
Sunday.
Mike 5-4.
Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6. It's caught. Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Down. 60 outlaw. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Geis with the carry on second down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 18 Gator. And what's that? And what's the ball? Now.
They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Where's 5-7? Done.
Here's Wentz to throw. And an alley to run. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
At the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 40. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
59 Mike, check.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check hot route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Geis, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He'll look to throw. All going deep here for Taylor. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Let's go.
On first down, this is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it.
The second down complete to Taywan Taylor. A 7-yard gain on the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They are making plays on the football, contesting everything. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sony Michel, 83 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the ground, it's Geis. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Bust through the tackle. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Down and man inside, down and man.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys?
Right? Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find his running back, Geis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready up.
59. Mike's 59.
You don't know no better. Let's go.
On the ground, Geis. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
On second and 11 now. Wentz, open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Lion.
Quick dad.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Hey, let's get in them holes.
On the toss, here's Michel. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the Bills' 33-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Again, it's Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch twist.
No.
On third down, Michelle. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Kill.
General West.
Kill.
Here we go with Geis. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Tonight's final score, Dolphins 35. Bills.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.